Some confusion.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Nebraska 7.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get to him. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Orji. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're going to ride this running back. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Huskers are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to take a shot. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The give is to Taylor. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Huskers. What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. First and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David? He tries to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverine!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. Obliterates him, still on the move. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quarterback now breaking the field. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Throwing right. It is complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Touch pass on the right. Smashes through. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Klein. Tripped up for the tackle.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
Back to the air one more time. Moving away from pressure. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield. It's Orji. And the pass is intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Cornerbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sidelines there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with, takes advantage of it, and makes the big interception.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The lone back's got it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Finds finds the tight end. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But
hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They're working that left side. Ripping through the defense. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his man. It's Cleescorn. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 42, Michigan 35.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Off play action. The sure hands, it's Taylor. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block back. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get...
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Orji. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit, getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll try the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now adjusting. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverine. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the heat the 14-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go to the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Road, 75.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling.